Hey everybody, welcome back to Hearthstone Arena Northernlion's Den. So let's put all that negativity behind us from those previous few episodes where I didn't do so hot. We're 1-0 for the first time in quite a long time, and I'm happy with this deck so far. If you missed the first game we played with this mage deck, it went very, very well, I would say. We took a little bit of damage in the early game, but our control was out of control. Ended up amassing a huge card advantage against a warrior, and we had, like, I don't know, 69 flame strikes in our hand. When it actually came time for us to start doing damage to him. It was not very difficult to do so. This time we're going to be playing against a hunter, and I don't feel too perturbed by this. Please tell me we go second. Okay, we do indeed. And I got a 3-mana drop. I think I will mulligan these two. Keep Ancient Brewmaster. I don't know, though. Ancient Brewmaster is an awesome card, but we have a pretty good chance to get a lower mana card, which might be better for comboing. But I'm going to keep Ancient Brewmaster for now. That's fine. Good, we get Fairy Dragon. So I can coin Fairy Dragon. It'll probably live. Or I could wait till turn 2 and then coin the Drake, I guess. Or sorry, not Drake. Acolyte of Pain. He summoned a weird little Drake of his own. So since we're on the first turn here, I think it's smart to kind of coin Fairy Dragon, and then we can fairly easily kill the young Dragonhawk. Assuming it actually lives through this turn, which would be nice, of course. Actually, next turn, I can just destroy the young Dragonhawk with my hero power and not actually exert any more effort at all, and we'll see what he does, basically. I guess ideally for me, I'd prefer him to... Ooh, is this like Arcane Shot? If he plays Arcane Shot, I'm dumb, and I definitely should not have dropped Fairy Dragon this early. We'll see, though. He is not going to attack me, which is probably pretty smart. Starving Buzzard. Okay, so we'll knock Starving Buzzard out here, because we can't afford for that to get very strong. So... we will take out the young Dragonhawk, and we'll also kill the Buzzard. So I'm content with that. You might say I got the worst there, or I was worse off there because I ended up, taking 2 damage and the board's cleared for both of us. But I do have an extra card still, and the card advantage is worth something in this game for sure. So, and my card advantage is actually going to continue to amass as well, because I'm going to send Acolyte of Pain out, and this is so I can get kind of off to a very early card advantage, and as a result, hopefully come out very far ahead, hopefully. I don't know what I'm going to play here next. I worry that he's using Steady Shot so much, because I do think that this means, fairly realistically, he's trying to, get back in the game from a card standpoint. I could play Sorcerer's Apprentice, but I worry about multi-shot. Like, maybe that's why he's, like, taking so much time right now, is because by way of multi-shot, or if he uses multi-shot, then he gets 2, but if he doesn't use multi-shot, then that's cool too. Sorry, what I'm getting at here, that was a very strange way of expressing it, is that if I summon a creature, he might be able to spend 4 mana to just get rid of both of them, whereas if I just amass cards, I can continue doing damage to him, get card draw out of Acolyte of Pain, and feel pretty good. Gurubashi Berserker is a very nice target for a polymorph for sure. With 0 mana left, I feel pretty good about this. Yeah, we'll probably polymorph that. And then it'll become a 1/1 sheep. Yeah, we'll polymorph it. And since it's a 1/1 sheep, I can actually do this and still get a card draw out of Acolyte of Pain. So Acolyte of Pain is giving me a pretty huge advantage so far. And I'm getting a lot of cards on the field. I'm assuming for sure this guy has some multi-shots. But unfortunately for him, a lot of my remaining cards are actually strong enough to survive a multi-shot. So, I think the no-brainer here is we get 1 more card draw out of Acolyte of Pain. Flame Strike we can do next turn. Or, I could Ancient Brewmaster and pull Acolyte of Pain back into my hand. And then he would have to swap for it. I don't know, though. I kind of just like the idea of finally getting rid of Acolyte of Pain and focusing on some other things. Blizzard could make some good things happen eventually. Sure, let's just attack, and we'll get the card draw out of it, and that's fine. And we get a Silence, which I don't want to send out just yet. But, it's worth noting we get Silence and then pull it back with Ancient Brewmaster, which might actually be good. Yeah, that actually feels pretty nice. Why don't we send him out here in Silence? And then we'll play Ancient Brewmaster and pull it back, so we'll have another Silence in our hand. And I'm assuming now he'll want to swap Booty Bay Bodyguard for this card. I have no idea if what I did there was cute and ineffective or cute and effective, but either way, we have a lot of cards in our hand. In fact, the next card that we draw is going to be the last card. Sure, Hunter's Mark, followed by what? Arcane Shot? Yep, okay. Just to keep his Booty Bay bodyguard alive, I suppose. Anyway, we're gonna have to spend some cards on the next turn for sure. And I have to start doing some damage to him as well. I don't have Pyroblast, so I can't just, like, rattle off 20 damage to him in 2 turns. I guess Pyroblast is 10, isn't it? Or 8? I think it's 10. Okay, so we have 10 cards in our hand. We gotta do some good work here. Flame Strike is not that good work, I think. We could Blizzard and then Hero Power him. I kind of like that, actually. Even though it's just to get this thing off the field as soon as possible. Actually, the better play is probably send out this, and hopefully he trades 1 for 1 with it. That might not actually be the better play. But I'm waiting for him to drop... Oh, come on. I'm waiting for him to drop, like, a bunch of cards, and then I can Flame Strike and just go crazy with momentum. He's got a lot of Hunter's Mark plus... obviously, we've got to make something happen very quickly now. He's got a lot of Hunter's Mark plus Arcane Shots. I would love for him to play more creatures right now just to get greedy. We'll see, though. Yeah? Okay. Unfortunately, we can't actually kill that thing. Not on this turn, anyway. Mirror Entity. This is a little scary. Freeze them both, do 2 damage. Sure. And now we have to get something on the field, otherwise we're just going to get whittled down too quickly. As much as I would love to just Hero Power, I'll just do this so I can Flame Strike them all next turn. And we got to get something out on the field quickly, so we'll go with Razorfen Hunter here, just because it gives us a couple more creatures. The really hard part is going to be not dying in the next... We can't afford to take very much damage at all, because, we could be killed very easily here. If he has Kill Command, that does 5 damage if there's a beast on the field. And there is a beast on the field, obviously. So he's going to Steady Shot us, and that'll take us down to 6. What I'm getting at is that things are looking pretty scary. And of course, you're always on a timer when you're playing against a Hunter because of that Hero Power. So Flame Strike, I think, has to happen here. Probably sacrifice the Boar and send out... Shit, man, I don't know. Things are getting scary. I don't think there's much point in... Sorcerer's Apprentice is probably a better play. So we'll do this and we'll trade this. And then I really doubt we're going to be able to win this one. I think I just waited too long to be able to come back. Maybe he'll play like Jiraxis or something and I'll be able to, copy it. That secret is probably Explosive Trap if I had to guess. And again, now I'm down to 2 turns, and Explosive Trap, it makes that a very scary situation. Flare. Draw a card, basically. I don't have anything that gives me any extra armor. This would be a really good time for Ice Barrier, actually. There's just not enough damage on the field for me to make this happen. It's almost like we do, like, Azure Drake. We can't freeze him. Can't really do too much here. Like, Azure Drake, and then, Venture Company Mercenary. And maybe as a result of this, we still don't have enough damage, but maybe this gives us a small chance. Again, I'm assuming Sorcerer's Apprentice is going to die here. Probably shouldn't have summoned the creatures first. Oh, Misdirection. Okay. Absolutely fine by me. Basically the same outcome, except my Azure Drake is in a worse state. So, yeah, shit's tough right now. 1 Arcane Shot would kill me. I don't know how I'm going to do enough damage. At the end of your turn, deal 8 damage to a random enemy. This could just kill me right here. Otherwise, it's going to kill a random minion. Okay, that's fine. It's a shame because if I'd actually copied that, that might be good enough for me. But I think we've lost and there's nothing I can really do about it, unfortunately. So, well played. I'm just going to concede. I think that was a pretty good example of an absolute misplay for me. If I had maybe been a little bit more aggressive dealing damage to him or a little bit less passive about him dealing damage to me, I probably could have pulled that out because obviously I had a huge card and board control advantage at the end of the turn. If I had the same amount of health as him, that wouldn't have even been close. I could have silenced Ragnaros. It would have made him attackable, but then I could have frozen him or something. Anyway, basically, I could have killed him if I wanted to, and that would have been totally fine. But as a result of taking so much damage early and his really, really good use, I'm not saying I played necessarily horribly. I'm saying, praise be to him for playing extremely well. Because he used the Steady Shot so religiously in the early game, he actually was able to hit me where it counts, basically. If I had lasted another 2 turns, I probably would have been able to pull it out, but I didn't, so no worries. Cool, fair enough, we're 1-1. Now we're going up against HD Dubstep, which is just a great name.
Hello.
Kudos to that. We'll end our turn and say hello. And he will reply with a series of wubs. Oh, geez, easy, hard ass. At least he's saying something. The worst people in Hearthstone are the people who you say greetings, they say nothing, and then when you make a mistake, they're like, well played. Oops, that was a mistake. And you're like, wow, you must be the coolest kid in your middle school. So, you know, I played Sorcerer's Apprentice. It'll probably be killed, but that would allow us to play Spellbender. I don't even know how many spells are in the Warrior deck. At least targeted spells. Coin into a 3-mana something. Frothing Berserker. Which I can kill. What does Frothing Berserker get? Let me see here. Whenever a minion takes damage, gain +1 attack. We're gonna... I don't like this, because Frothing Berserker is a good card here. Whenever any minion takes damage, gain +1 attack. What we could obviously do is just hero power him, and then kill him. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Otherwise, he just becomes too strong, I think. He was gonna kill us anyway, so, like, the buff doesn't matter. I don't like the position that we're in. Frothing Berserker, he got... Jesus. It's okay, man. Don't worry about it. He got some serious value out of the Frothing Berserker, no question about it. So, I kind of like... I kind of like Gnomish Inventor here, because it can trade 1 for 1. Yeah, but Sen'jin Shieldmaster is great too, but I'd rather get the card draw right now, just in case it pulls something like a Flame Strike. Cone of Cold is actually really good too, but I was thinking something like a Flame Strike, because having a Flame Strike by turn 7 I think is pretty important. That charge is like absolutely going to kill me. But, you know, Cone of Cold is a possibility here, or I could just hero power him. I have 5 mana now. I don't think... I mean, the silence is okay, right? Alright, now this guy's just kind of getting annoying, so we're just going to go and mute him. Cone of Cold hurts him. Does 2 damage there. Kills this guy. And then we'd have 2 left to put out a Fairy Dragon. Sure. Fairy Dragon. Cone of Cold. I don't necessarily like it. And in fact, you might be able to argue that it would have been better to just hero power and then save the card, and... You know, you might be right, but I wanted to keep Fairy Dragon alive if possible, and Cone of Cold makes that a possibility. Oh, maybe not. Okay, Stormpike Commando is annoying, for sure. Well done. Still do not have a Flame Strike, but actually, I like having Sunwalker in this situation. What do we have on the field? It's like 8 mana. He probably does not have an easy way to get rid of... the Divine Shield. So we'd have to sacrifice the Harvest Golem to do it, and then I'd go down to 1, but I'd definitely get Stormpike Commando in exchange. It's weird how differently this game is going than the last one. And of course, if I draw a Flame Strike next, I would have much rather just played like a, I don't know, Sen'jin Shieldmaster or something. But we can't rely on drawing a Flame Strike, although we have 0 so far and, you know, 30 cards in our deck. 3 of them are Flame Strike. We can do a reasonable approximation that we have an okay chance, reasonably speaking. What's he going to do now? This is actually a pretty important question. Will he sacrifice Stormpike Commando and something else? Or does he have a card? Okay, so he's going to sacrifice Stormpike Commando, and he played a card to get rid of it. I'm okay with that. And even Flame Strike's not even really that good here. Just trying to think about how I want to deal with this. Again, this might be the kind of situation where I want to throw out like a Sen'jin Shieldmaster. I thought I had a Mirror Entity for some reason, but I guess not. And again, this will soak up 2 of these creatures. And we're just kind of waiting for that Flame Strike to eventually maybe show up. And I'll take out Acolyte of Pain as well. Either way, I'm going to get a card draw out of Acolyte of Pain, because it takes damage, right? So, I want that card advantage to be in play as soon as possible. Ooh, Slam. Okay, so that's just to make it so he only has to use either both of his shitty minions or a single Chillwind Yeti, or Execute. Okay, that's a good combo, for sure. And he will choose to kill me, which gives me 1 card draw, which is not a Flame Strike, unfortunately. Amani Berserker. Oh, this is the ideal Flame Strike target now. Please. He's tapped out mostly. He could have attacked me there. Oh, sweet! Okay, so that feels pretty good. The problem is I can't really build off of that, but at the very least I have a card advantage now. He has the initiative, but I feel really, really good about the way that that went down. So, Raging Worgen. probably silence it. But that's a good silence too, isn't it? For 4 mana, I can kill that Scarlet Crusader very easily. But then what do I play? I guess probably Defender of Argus afterwards. Maybe? This is weird. So I think we silence 2, 2, 4. Yeah, that's enough. 2, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. So we silence the Scarlet Crusader. And then we hit it with our hero power. And then we Defender of Argus. And the reason we Defender of Argus is because this will force him basically to trade his Raging Worgen either for the Owl, which it has a taunt on, so that's good. Or if he manages to get rid of this, then he could choose to trade it for Defender of Argus. So things looked pretty bad for a while. Is he gonna trade, or is he gonna do damage to himself? Yeah, okay, so that's a really good combo. He's gonna give his creature Wind Fury. Whatever, I'm gonna wipe it out regardless. Whether I want to just trade for it or use like a polymorph or something. I feel pretty good about this because we have the stupidest control of the board right now. So I think the obvious probable one here that we want to do is Lord of the Arena, trade for him, and then drop down a Mirror Entity. So whatever he plays on the next turn, we get one of those too. So I have a small card advantage, and I have a lot of control, which I think is a lot of cards that could basically remove his cards from the board, which is good. Now I want to draw some more minions. Now he does have more than double the amount of health that I do, and that makes me concerned because that is basically how we lost that game against the Hunter earlier. And he's had some seriously super annoying cards so far. This is actually fine. Because he did that, we can just trade Frost Elemental for Frost Elemental and keep our Lord of the Arena alive. Trying to think of maybe there's a better way. Well, I mean, obviously we could just polymorph it, then hero power. That might even be better. So like polymorph it, hero power, deal 5 damage, and now we have 11 damage on the field. And you know, why not throw down a Spellbender as well? So next time he tries to kill one of these creatures, it just summons a shitty creature that gets hit instead. And we have a ton of freeze in our hand, which, again, as long as he doesn't put down taunts, buys us a lot of time. Honestly, this isn't so bad either. Abomination is not going to be able to kill either of my cards. Well, actually, it'll be able to kill whatever the card was that hit it. So in this case, we'll probably go with Frost Elemental. And it'll hurt me, but it'll also hurt him. So there's value in this, I guess. And we'll attack, and of course we will also drop Razorfen Hunter here. And now we slowly start to work our way back towards passing him. And unless he plays something like truly remarkable, I don't think there's much that he can do to stop it. Even if he does play something really, really good, we can freeze the shit out of it. And Arathi Weaponsmith actually will allow him to pull back a decent amount of board control here. But, oh, or he's going to do nothing. That's cool, too. Okay. I would rather just freeze the minions on this turn than use Blizzard, which I think is like a total waste. So we'll just freeze enemy minions. It should be frozen. There we go. Thank you. And then we'll play Harvest Golem, because I doubt he has like a clearing card. And I don't even know if our Spellbender would affect it. And we'll hit him like this so we can just sacrifice the boar next turn. And hero power will allow us to hurt him real good. But he'll still be able to attack with his weapon, so that should be interesting. This is a close game. You know, it's definitely to the point where some top decking could shift it in either of our favors or, you know, against one of us. Ideally, I was going to say, he plays a fuck ton of minions, and then I blizzard the shit out of them and cause him some real issues. Is he going to attack me with his weapon? No? I don't necessarily agree with that decision. So we got to think about this. Obviously, Spell Power +1 is great because now I'll do 3 damage to every enemy, right? Yes. Okay, that's super good then. So now Blizzard will wipe out that creature very easily. Probably sacrifice the boar and the Harvest Golem. I think that's the right play. It might be better to sacrifice Razorfen Hunter, but this way we keep a creature on the board, and we continue to do some damage. Water Elemental is a pretty good card to throw out next time. And now, I can't quite tell if we're close enough to kill him on the next turn. He should be attacking me, right? Like, he should be using that weapon that he has to clear a little bit of the board off. Molten Giant worries me now. A second ago, it didn't. And in fact, now it doesn't at all, because we we have exactly 9 damage. So I think, unfortunately, HD Dubstep has made a little bit of a mathematical error. Unless I've made a mathematical error. That's 4. Yeah, okay. That's kind of what I figured was going to happen there. So we're up 2-1. That feels pretty good. That was another close-ish game. And do I get, I do get Golden Arcane Intellect there. Amazing. What about daily quests? Yeah, okay, cool. We're getting closer to getting, I guess, 80 gold, which will be a nice step towards making sure that I don't have to pay for the next arena. But, you know, again, that buying into the next arena is probably a few days away, bare minimum. So, not the, you know, because I play, like, Hearthstone a couple of times a week in long sessions. So, I'm not saying necessarily I'm going to be on this arena run specifically for, like, the next 6 days playing actively. We'll do one more over the course of this video. Ideally, I would love to go up 3-1, but we'll see. HD Dubstep again? Nope. This is the first time I have played against a Shaman in a little while, actually. And we're going second, which is really nice here. I like all these cards, but I think we need to kind of mulligan sort of aggressively. Fireball is something that'll probably be better later. Let's keep Defender of Argus, and we'll get rid of Polymorph. Could have gone either way on those last two. It might have been better to keep the Polymorph and get rid of Defender of Argus, but I thought maybe we can make our Harvest Golem much stronger. We'll see. You know, Coin Sorcerer's Apprentice feels pretty good. We don't have that many spells. I'm not sure if this... I say it feels pretty good. It might actually be fucking terrible. Who knows? But it gives us a creature on the field. We can use that to destroy whatever totems he summons with his hero power. Otherwise, I don't know. We hope that he summons a Searing Totem, then we hit it with our hero power, and we're just trading hero powers for a little while. If it's anything but Searing Totem, though, then we have an issue. We're not going to get the benefit of Sorcerer's Apprentice yet, but maybe we draw a Cone of Cold or something soon that makes it a little bit more viable. So, on this, I think we just might as well just destroy this guy. It's going to make me much easier to kill next turn, but it does give us some control as well. And we deal 1 damage to him. Whoop-de-doo, right? And next turn, we'll be at 3 mana, and that is looking like we don't have many other options except for Harvest Golem. And the longer I can go without playing, like, cards at all, the better my life is. I wish that was a Searing Totem. It's not, but I wish it was. We'll probably attack that with, yeah, we'll probably attack that with our... Never mind. Wow, what a waste! 2 mana, technically, to deal 3 damage, and, to a creature that only had 1 health left. I think it's a waste anyway. Just like an over-aggressive use of, I should say hello. I forgot that this guy's not necessarily a dick. You know, and again, whenever I criticize somebody's play, that's not me saying like, oh, I'm so much better. That's just me saying from my experience, which is not saying that that's a lot at all either. But if I was playing that, I would do it differently. Maybe he's right. Maybe I'm wrong. But let's put it this way. I value the Lightning Bolt card a lot more to maybe kill something like the Harvest Golem from full health than to deal 1 damage to Sorcerer's Apprentice. But again, I guess he's got to be thinking like maybe I have cards in my hand that make it better for me to use. You know what I'm talking about, hopefully. Now, you know, so ideally I would love to get rid of Dollar on Mage this turn, but that doesn't happen without a Fireball. So we either Fireball Dollar on Mage, which is a total waste because that card's shitty, or maybe we Defender of Argus, you become a 3/4, and then I hit you, and then but then you'll get healed for 2. But then I'll still have Defender of Argus left. Okay, here's what I think we do. Defender of Argus. This should be obvious what it does. And then we kill the healing turret, and effectively we accomplish the same thing next turn. I think, anyway. And above all else, this means that if he summons another totem, he's fairly likely to get the healing totem, which is garbage, so cool by me. Either way, we will absolutely be able to get rid of Dollar on Mage next turn. In all likelihood, that will come as a result of Hero Power Defender of Argus, or Hero Power Harvest Golem, or just Hero Power if he chooses to just attack this turn. He's getting a card advantage, which is scary. Good, he summoned another healing totem. So effectively, by killing it, I cost him 2 mana. I'm okay with that. Oh, that's annoying. So, he's probably going to use Dollar on Mage to kill the Harvest Golem this turn. Maybe. He's going heavy on those, like, removal overload cards. Is that positive or negative? Probably pretty good, honestly. I hate losing Defender of Argus, but I'll definitely be able to get rid of Dollar on Mage, and I'll have a creature on the field. But I'll only have 5 mana, so it's a question of, you know, what I want to do with it. What are you going to do with this guy? Who gets the extra attack? Ah, well, That's annoying. Freeze all enemy minions doesn't do anything for us here. Kind of saving up for a Flame Strike. I think Gurubashi Berserker is the right play here. I think we drop Gurubashi Berserker, and then, you know, his Master Swordsmith lives, but whatever, that's not a big deal.
What to do?
So I think we do this, and then we trade for Dalaran Mage. And who's getting the better of it right now? It's very difficult to say, but if he continues to just have relatively low health minions on the field by the time I can Flame Strike, and if Gurubashi Berserker is still alive by then, I start to be able to get some serious shit done. Next turn is 6 mana, which is 4-2. Probably. Oh, what's this going to be? Hex. Very good card to use in this situation. That solved a lot of his problems. And I guess that means next turn we will probably Azure Drake, in all honesty. And now he's going to have like a 1-2 healing turret. Big whoop. So, I mean, the other thing we could do is send out Water Elemental. Water Elemental hero power. Yeah, that's probably better. Blizzard, I think Blizzard's better later. So I think we go Water Elemental, and then we hero power the Shaman. And the reason we don't hero power any of these guys is because the healing turret will just nullify it. So I think this is the right play, but this is a very important one to see what he does on this turn. And again, the ideal circumstance for me is he plays a bunch of low health minions, taps himself mostly out of cards. He drops a 1 or 2 at least. And I Flame Strike, Water Elemental still on the field, and that's good. I won't be able to play anything else on the next turn, but that totem ideally is Stoneclaw. Yep, and so it's a taunt, big whoop. And he has 5 other mana remaining. Now that he has, the more minions he puts on the field, the better Flame Strike becomes, as long as they're killable. Sure, he's gonna get like a fuck ton of damage out of Cult Master. Or, sorry, a fuck ton of card draw out of Cult Master. But it depends on like the order of which these things kind of like go off, if that makes sense. Cult Master is fucking 5-2. That's crazy. Okay, so it's almost, I think it's better to use Blizzard in this situation. Because here's what Blizzard does. Knocks these guys out. Takes out 3 of these enemies, including Cult Master. Does he get 3 card draw from Cult Master? No. Okay, so we save the Flame Strike. Instead we, hero power, because there's nothing better to do. We knock him out, and then we just freeze the Shaman and do a little bit of damage. I mean, now we have a card advantage. We still have a Flame Strike. And next turn, you know, we could Azure Drake and hopefully a Cone of Cold or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. It depends if Water Elemental keeps living. I could send out Ancient Brewmaster, but I actually would rather sacrifice Water Elemental, or at least, you know, get some value out of Water Elemental before I take it back in with Ancient Brewmaster. Searing Totem is useless. Priestess of Elune is not very good. Okay, so there's a couple of different ways to do this one. What I'm thinking is, you know, like attack. But can we do that? Like we hit Water Elemental on this, and then we hero power. Ancient Brewmaster will put us down to 2, and then we could freeze all enemies. Sure, you know what? That's fine. The other thing we could do is, and this might actually be better, is put out Taunt Divine Shield, and then hero power you, and then just kill you. I don't know. Sure, this is good too. Send out Taunt and Divine Shield, and then kill one of the creatures so that he can't do anything with it. And it might be best to kill Priestess of Elune in this situation. And but the problem is then he could use Searing Totem to take off Divine Shield, which is shitty, but I don't know. Could be worse. Or we could just freeze everything. Like attack this guy. Okay, Priestess of Elune getting knocked out here is for the best. I think. That's what I'm going to say anyway. Gives him an easy out to get rid of Divine Shield. So be it. Next turn I can hit him with Fire and Ice if he summons like 8-5 health minions. Or 8-5 health minions. Sorry, you can't do that. And I'm feeling pretty good about this. Again, the more creatures he summons, the better Flame Strike eventually becomes. Flame Strike is becoming one of those cards pretty quickly that I like just never use apparently. Obviously, Ravenholt Assassin is going to be really annoying in this situation. The fact that he wouldn't attack me there is quite shocking to me. The reason I say Ravenholt Assassin is going to be annoying is because I can't do anything to it right now. But I'm thinking like what we could do. It's like hero power, boom, you're dead. Attack you, you're dead. Ancient Brewmaster, pull you back into my hand. We only have 9 mana. Okay, I think this is good. Hero power you. So there's no easy out for Divine Shield now. And if he comes out of stealth, I can kill him so easily. Then we kill the healing turret. Life becomes easier again. We drop Ancient Brewmaster, and we pull Water Elemental back into our hand. And then we play our own... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Then we play our own stealth creature, and we just attack directly. This is a weird game right now, but I think the way that I'm playing it is going to work out well for me. Unless he has some, like, seriously annoying cards. Which he could. Shaman has some annoying stuff in his hand. I don't want to use Flame Strike now until... Wow, Murloc Raider is so bad. In this situation, like, this late in the game, Murloc Raider is, like, nothing. But ideally, I don't want to play Flame Strike until Raven Holt Assassin or Raven Strike Assassin, whatever his name is, comes out of stealth. But I'm not sure if I'm going to have the option to choose to do that. I mean, obviously what he wants to do is remove the Divine Shield in the easiest way possible. What we could do here is, why don't we hit you with the hero power, Cone of Cold, and I shouldn't be able to use Fireball on him, which sucks, but, and I can't attack him either, right? Can't be attacked or targeted until it deals damage. So I don't want to use my stealth, like my Jungle Panther now either, but, we'll at the very least do this. And I probably should have played Azure Drake before I did Cone of Cold. It's a relatively small mistake, but a mistake nonetheless. And why don't we play Water Elemental as well? And you know what? Maybe we will come out of stealth. And we'll basically say, like, hey, if you don't kill something, you lose on this turn. And even if you do, you still might because I have Fireball. Truth be told, I feel very good about the situation. I think he's in a very rough spot, and I'm relatively confident, unless he has an incredible board-clearing card. The fact that he took Ancient Brewmaster and it still has Summoning Sickness is beautiful, because now a Flame Strike ruins his life, basically. I can only do 11 damage with the Flame Strike. Oh, no, I can do 12 damage with Flame Strike. Flame Strike, hero power him directly. They have Summoning Sickness. That's not going to do anything. So is he going to sacrifice the... Stealth 7-4 to remove the Divine Shield? What's he got? Is that like a taunt or something? It'll be a beautiful Flame Strike is what it's going to be. This is very unfortunate for him. He has to know that, like, he can't stop this now. Oh, unless he takes that creature down to 1 health. This is very bad for him. That should go without saying. So his 7 mana stealth creature never even got a chance to attack. And this is over now. So, yeah, I agree. Well played. It was fun. I'm not going to do any funky stuff necessarily. Just wanted to clear the board in case I'd made a mathematical error. But, yeah, good game, Yazzie. That was a fun time. And I'm having a little bit more confidence in this mage deck, which is making me want to play more Hearthstone. In any case, 3-1. Pretty good position to be in, even though we did lose a game. I thought we could have won that one as well, but... you know, shit happens sometimes. As always, if you enjoyed the video, and I'm guessing you did by the way that you made it to the 34-minute mark here, make sure to click the like button. That's an easy way to support me. Additionally, you can support me by subscribing if you want to see more daily Hearthstone. And of course, as always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time.